Hello everyone and welcome back to another Open Front IO video. This is Enzo spawning in on the Middle East and North Africa. I am here, maybe in Libya, maybe in Chad, not totally sure. Let me know what you think in the comments. Probably pretty close to Chad. Spawning in the Sahara Desert on this, I think we have 30 people in this game. I decided to opt for this spawn. There's a little pocket of green right here that you can see that I have gone for. And essentially, my logic is just to try to take over all of this space over here, see what I can do. I think it's a pretty good plan. And in terms of my opening, I'm gonna just try to go for basically bots that are in highlands that have a lot of land. This Viking Confederation here, they have a lot of land, not many troops, so I'm gonna go for them right now. I'm gonna use 30%. I don't really know what the most ideal send levels are. I think there's probably some people who are testing this. With Open Front IO in its kind of early days, we're still figuring stuff out. So I'm just going to slowly expand here, basically just try to pick off bots one by one, be pragmatic. So one of the things I'm gonna try to do too with how I take bots is I'm also gonna try to do some encirclement tactics. I think that's a way that I can get a little bit more ahead and just trying to be efficient in this situation. So I'm gonna try to surround Saxon Kingdom, basically just take advantage of these type of borders here to essentially just get this land for free. That's gonna be my strategy. In terms of everything that's going on here, lots of other people are expanding quick. I'm probably not expanding quick enough, but I think when I take this should help me jump up in troops by a lot. So I'm gonna push through here, basically just try to roll that really quick. Oh no, they got that. That's not what I wanted. So in terms of next steps, I'm gonna just go here, finish the encirclement, and then I'm just going to click on Saxon Kingdom and they should probably be gone. Right, so there they go. That is good. And that is getting me up a little bit higher. I need to keep on working, keep on moving. We see Chad down here. And I think at the start, I'm gonna just try to have some alliances. And I'm also gonna start basically lowering my troop count just a little bit, just try to get a little gold. I think that makes sense. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to surround Tupi Assembly. So I'm just gonna go straight for them just because I think they're lowest density. This is probably best use of my troops. So in terms of kind of other dynamics, there's Mali over there. There's Diplomat right here. So I'm gonna ally there. I'm gonna keep on cleaning up bots and just looking around, not super worried. I don't think I'm going to necessarily this game get a boat border very soon. So I'm gonna start just upping some of these other metrics, basically go for cities. I think that makes sense. Let me see what the next city costs, 250K. That is good. And just looking over and around at what I have in my options, I just need to be a little bit more efficient, I think. So I'm starting to get up to the point where troop count or my growth goes down a little bit. So I'm just gonna go for one by one here, be efficient. I know the game plan. I think there probably is a strategy of just like rushing all this stuff might actually work out. And I think one of the advantages when you get these big pockets is that you can get a lot of gold really quick. I'm gonna see if I can ally this Mali bot. I'm assuming it's a Mali bot. We're gonna see. I think that's a bot. And Niger and Chad are going to be on my options in just a second. So I'm starting to move through the mountains, as you can see here. Basically, I'm not sure what mountains these are, but this is all looking good. I'm gonna try to ally Mordor too. They've already basically traitored someone. So that's not great on their end, potentially, if they are being attacked by other bots. So Mali accepted alliance. That is good for me that I don't have to be attacked by them. I'm gonna just keep on pushing here. I'm still sitting a little bit below 50% density. I'm gonna push into German republics just because they have a lot of land. This is the kind of idea of this strategy. I think with kind of overall map dynamics, and that is quite a sight. I think that is one of the coolest parts of Open Front, just seeing how the visuals are. I think that's really cool. But one of the things I was about to say is like with map dynamics, sometimes there can be this thing of like, that essentially, that like spawning on a side of a map might be a really good plan just because it could potentially help people. And I need to actually just chill out here because I think Diplomat, just given they put a defense post there, I'm gonna basically counter with my defense post. I still have some other land to take and I do not want to ally Niger whatsoever. I'm gonna actually put 2 of these, do another defense post, keep on taking this. Diplomat, I think, was really aggressive. And right, so I'm gonna keep on going here and take out this. That makes sense. That gets annexed. Brian is going down. So I need to kind of just be conscious of how far ahead Diplomat is with all of their troops because this could be really dangerous. So I'm gonna ally here. I'm gonna keep pushing Brian. And right, so we already see missile silos going down for diplomat. So I'm going to think about kind of backup plans in terms of next defense posts, if that makes sense. So I do need to chill out, I think, just because of all of what I'm seeing here. And I'm gonna put another defense post right here, basically just trying to defend, and I'm gonna start basically trade. Yeah, so I need to try to ally different people around just to try to get basically some trade going. Greek Empire looks like a good option. Spain looks like a good option. We'll see who basically does this and who will be okay with it. So, right. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna also just take out the United States really quick. I think that makes sense for me. And I just need to be conscious of diplomat here, because I think one of the things I've noticed is that oftentimes first strikes can be really, really strong. They can be really strong. In Northern Empire, that's clearly a person. So Neon here is going in on this front. NATO, I've allied with NATO. So this makes sense. I'm gonna just put in a few more defense posts. I think I should start building cities. I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm not really that interested in missile silos just yet. And part of the challenge I have is I'm very much central in where I'm located. With this basically bot right here, I'm gonna just try to do a boat into this area and try to take out a ton of that. That should probably be good for me. You can see this. I don't know if boats are actually going to be more efficient in this game. To be determined, we will see. I'm gonna keep on trying to ally some people, basically get increased trade. That is kind of my goal at this point in time. And I also do wonder if I can, and I was probably really slow with that. So I do wonder if sending out some warships could be a good plan just to try to intercept other trade. I'm going to try it. And I am out of targets. So I think in terms of what I want to do, ooh, someone's basically nuking me. And I think that might be diplomat. I think that could be them. So I'm gonna just start stocking up some defense posts on this border because I think they're probably going to be going for me pretty soon. I could see that happening. And I'm gonna take back this irradiated land really quick. That makes sense. NATO's going to go down. And I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place. I think diplomat is probably looking over at me, thinking that I look like a very good target. My just thought is I hope that trade can kind of like help me out, if that makes sense, of getting ahead. So I'm gonna ally right here. Yeah, so I need to keep an eye out if there are gonna be any nukes launched. Because diplomat, they are getting a lot more gold than me. Farm rejected the alliance. I don't know why they would reject the alliance. That's kind of oddball. So in terms of where I'm at, just gotta think, you know what I think? I think some of these these island nations could be really good for alliances just because we'll have the same level of trade. What is this right here? Zemborn? That's a defense post in the middle of the ocean. That's kind of weird. So I think I just kind of sit right here. I'm kind of concerned about what diplomat is going to do, but I don't see what are my options? I think starting another war is probably not the plan. And I could push into diplomat. Yeah, so it's kind of tough. This is probably the downside of my position right here. And I actually have a lot less gold than other people. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually just start trying to basically go for some different options here. I'm gonna send a boat over this way, basically just going this. And I'm actually starting to get some trade going, which is going to be good for me. So in terms of kind of next steps, I'm just gonna keep on expanding here. Basically doing this, I think that makes sense. Taking that out, and I'm gonna push into here. We're probably going to need to work, just seeing who this is right here, Zemborn. I think I should take this out. They didn't ally me. That's not necessarily being helpful. And my thought is if I can take this half of the map, that can be a good strategy for me, right? That these two are fighting and maybe I can come out from this side. So I'm pushing into Spain here, basically trying to get a little bit more. I do want to keep my trade partners. That is a key thing I think about this position, right? That I think, did NATO betray me? Yeah, NATO betrayed me. Zemborn is pushing back. I don't mind that much. So I'm gonna push in here, basically take this. I think trying to get some of these cities and such would be a good plan. So I'm going to send a small boat right to this point, take that out, and I'm still just conscious of like what I should be doing here. And I think at this point, I'm going to try to ally right here, and we're going to have to fight the farm. I think that's going to be pretty assured. Right, so I'm going to actually just betray here and push this. I think this makes sense. Yeah. So I'm going to try to get this part of the map, and I'm going to hopefully rely on Merv, because I think Diplomat, they're getting really, really close to Merv. And Merv is going to be an awesome option, basically just to get some extra bonuses, or basically just take out farm. I think that's probably what's going to need to happen, that we're probably going to need to collaborate to take out farm. And right, so I'm going to just keep on pushing Neon here. And I'm also going to consider putting in some basically warships right here, because I think I'm going to have to fight them. Yeah, so Diplomat is getting close to Merv. They're actually, okay, farm is just going quick. In terms of decisions, I think I'm just going to keep on pushing on this front. Like, I think that's what makes sense. I think that's a good plan. You know, farm, they're getting way up there, and they're attacking me. I'm not sure where the attack is going. It's right here, and I think I might want some other warships right in this area, right? Just to try to protect this, because I think that's going to be key. That if I can prevent basically ships from getting over here, that would be ideal. So I'm going to keep on pushing here. I'm going to keep an eye out for basically these ships. And I do see basically this push on that front. And right, so farm goes down with Merv. So that is big deal. That is big deal. I thought that was probably going to be what would happen. So I'm going to try to basically take some of this back. And I think that means that like me and Diplomat, oh man, what the hell even happened here? This is the weird thing about like encirclements in this game. So going for kind of next stages, I think I have to hit Diplomat with essentially Atom Bomb. I think Atom Bomb is probably the best plan. So I'm going to do that, or Hydrogen Bomb. So I'm going to launch that, and then once that goes down, I'm just going to go straight into them. And part of the issue is I've surrounded these other people, so I'm waiting for the Hydrogen Bomb to hit, and then I'm just going to go for them. Like, I think that's going to be my plan. I don't know how much damage this is going to do, though. That's kind of my question. Part of the issue is that the irradiated land is really tough to take out, and now is the time to push on in. You see this sweeping, basically, push right here. That is devastating. That is absolutely devastating. I don't know who hit Northern Ireland, but damn, that is kind of crazy. So we do see a pushback here, and I'm going to do one more of these and basically just try to push through here. I don't know how this will all work out, but we will see. We will see. So I'm going to keep on pushing. I think I should try, well, I'm just thinking, like, what could be the right play? I'm going to take out these missile silos. I don't want to give this guy opportunities to do anything else. And I'm going to also just try to take out some of these defense posts. Ooh, and I got hit by an atom bomb. So that is, or a hydrogen bomb. So that's going to be pretty devastating. I'm going to just keep on pushing here. I think this is another missile silo, right? And I think I can probably get to that one pretty soon. So I'm just going to do one more attack. I actually encircled that, so that's really good. And this is slowly pushing this guy down. So I think I'm being hit by the farm. The farm is still in the game. This is the guy who basically got totally knocked down. So in terms of kind of my decisions, I think I just keep on pushing on this front. Like, I think that's what makes sense for me. I might even just try to boost myself up with another city. And I don't think anyone's getting that close to essentially, the Merv. So I'm going to try to keep on keeping this guy off of missile silos. I think that's a make sense play. And just keep on pushing at regular intervals because he's getting close to a hydrogen bomb. Oh no, the United States. Where is the United States? The United States actually has enough for Merv. I think they might win. I probably screwed up, man. Because Merv will just ruin me. Like, there's nothing pretty much to do if I get Merved. Yeah. So, I'm just thinking, what do I need to do? Like, because I don't know if I can really even take them out, like, quick enough, if that makes sense. And this is one of the things with these games. Sometimes waiting might be like the absolute play, if that makes sense. So I think one of the things I can think about is maybe I can try to take out their missile silos. And if I can do that like really strategically, maybe that gives me a shot. So I'm gonna start taking some of this back, and I feel like I'm just waiting for death, because if the US decides to click on Merv, I think I just lose, right? So I'm gonna keep taking this, and basically, yeah, I don't even know. I think, man, it's tough, because do I basically, I'm just looking, how many missile silos do they have? I only see one. I see this one right here, and it's realistically just a matter of time before they launch that. Like that is pretty much that in a bag. So yeah, not sure what I should kind of consider doing here. So did Northern Empire betray me? Yeah, they did. I think I just have to kind of hope that the US doesn't Merv me and see what comes of it. This is going to be a tough one, I think. This is going to be a tough one. So, all right, so that is kind of troll that happened. And right, and I'm almost waiting for my death. I think I'm just looking. Like, is there a way that I could basically swamp on through here and take out the US? Because it all depends. Oh, did they end their alliance? Oh, and they sent Merv. So I need to send this, and I need to push, like, immediately. Yes, because this is going to be disaster. I'm basically going to lose all my land here. So I also need to hit right here, I think, to have a shot. Yeah, this is going to be bad. I'm about to be Merved. So you see this. This is the devastation. So I don't know what's going to happen, because I think I have a lot of land left. And part of the challenge is that all this land that I have, it's all kind of condensed here. So in terms of US, I'm thinking, do I save up for Merv, or what do I do? Yeah, this is going to be tough. So I have 250k land. I'm still doing all right. I'm going to actually just try to take some of this out and go this way. Right, and maybe instead of that, I should actually be pushing on US. I think that's what I should do here. I think that's going to be my play. So, right. And I think I should basically try to knock them down. So I'm going to send... Ooh, I lost my missile silos. So I'm going to actually just start pushing them, because I think that's the game, basically. I think it's me versus him. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to push into the Sinai and basically head on this front. I don't know if they know that basically the irradiated land is kind of a nightmare. And I'm going to put back in a missile silo right here. And as soon as I get 5 mil, I'm just going to take out this huge cluster of stuff, because I think that's going to be key. If I can kill off a ton of their infrastructure, I'm going to be better off. I'm not going to risk them getting to another Merv. So you see me pushing down the coast. This is looking all right. I think Anon here, they might be worth taking out, because they're just so low on troops. Right, so I sent one of those bombs. I think ASD is going for me, and I might actually do something right here. I don't have enough for it. Okay, so we'll see. I kind of want to do like border management is kind of like how this is shaping up, if that makes sense. Because their USA is just going to get closer and closer to effectively getting back into the game. So as soon as this bomb goes off here, I'm just going to start pushing them right here. And there it goes. That is good. And I'm heading in here. So that makes sense. I think I want to keep the ASD person out of the game if I can. And right. So I'm going to just keep on pushing into USA. Keep on doing that. Just try to make sure they stay away from Merv, because if I can keep them away from Merv, I should be good. And they're building another missile silo right here, so I'm going to actually hit that. That's what I think I need to keep an eye on, is basically their missile silos. That if I can keep that on the downturn, I think I should be all right. And ASD is launching a pretty big attack, but I think one of the things I can do is I think they might be overextended. So I'm going to actually launch a big attack back and try to take this whole swath of land here. That's actually really good. And you see this. This is why you can't overextend in these games. So unfortunately, some of that got cut off, but I can actually push back in here, I think. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to actually send over a big attack on that front. USA is getting closer to kind of what they need, but I'm going to just try to keep on pinning them down, basically taking out stuff. So they are absolutely doomed ASD. And I think the question now is basically, can I take out the USA before they get to second Merv? That is the question I see in this game. So I'm going to do one more push, eliminate this. They're about 3 mil away. And just going to keep on scanning for basically what are their options here. So, what is my troop count out? I'm going to just keep pushing them and just try to basically take out all their infrastructure because they're running out of time. They're running out of time here, and I think I might have had enough. I think this might also teach you some of the strategies with Mervs and kind of the challenges at hand. So I'm gonna just keep on bombing them. I'm gonna just try to keep all of their stuff and take out their options, because I think here, that's trade. That's something I should be going for. Yeah. And they're getting close, so this is gonna be interesting. Just gonna see, do they have any missile silos? They do have a missile silo, so I need to hit that ASAP. I actually really need to hit that. So I'm gonna keep on pushing. Yeah, because the missile silo, if I can keep on pushing these down, I think I might be all right. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep on pushing. I'm getting up to the point where I can hit this missile silo. And right, so missile silo, let's hit that with atom bomb. And I'm gonna keep on pushing this because I really need to take them out. I really need to take them out. They are almost to Merv, and I'm actually just gonna keep on extending here and keep on pushing them and trying to get this done. Yeah, because if I get their missile silo, oh, I think they got it off. Yeah, they definitely got it off. So that means that this might be another kind of shit show. We're gonna see what happens. I wasn't in time. So second Merv, here we go. It is about to hit the fan, and that is going to reduce my troops by a ton. So here we go, we're getting pushed down. I'm sending in a big attack to the USA. So I'm gonna see how much of my land basically remains here. So they're at 40%, and yeah, that is devastating. Damn it, I was close. I was really close on this one. Yeah, and the issue is just with all the irradiated land, I don't know what you'd necessarily do. Like, I think I was being teamed on. Yeah, so I'm kind of flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. I think my only route back into this game is potentially, like, just like, I don't know, like battle of attrition, take them out with defense posts. Because I think their goal is, like, they're just trying to, like, get up to bombs and just going to try to bomb me. Like, I think that's what they're trying to do. And I think I just got to keep on working on them and just try to advance with defense posts. They actually might get another Merv is kind of the crazy thing. So I think one of the things I might try to do is I might try to look at where their basically ports are, if they even have any left, and basically take that out. I think that's probably my plan. Like, because they're just going to get another Merv, and that's going to be, like, basically it. So I'm just going to keep on pushing here. And I'm just looking, like, where is the USA's ports? I think all their ports are right here. So, I mean, go freaking figure. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, if I can hit this port, yeah, I'm going to actually hit that. Damn it, I need a missile silo. Oh my god. So, missile silo there. I have enough gold, and I need to basically hit their port to take that down once my missile silo is up. So, let me see when it's up. And I'm going to just keep on pushing them. Yeah, I think they even launched like a big bomb on me. So I need to take out their port, because I think if I take them out, I should have a shot. Yeah, so this is freaking scarred earth. I was a little too cocky in this game, thinking I would just get ahead. So I think one of their issues is I don't think they really know about like the importance of defense posts. So that's kind of the thing I've seen with some people, that like defense posts are really important. Yeah, so defense post here. I'm going to put another one in here just in a second, because they're just saving up gold. They bombed me right there, but I think some of these attacks might just pay off with kind of defense post dynamics. So I'm continuing to push in. Anon is working with them. I'm gonna see if they have a port, because I want to just shut down their gold production. That is kind of my thought, that if I can just keep pushing them, because I don't think they've been super smart on a lot of fronts with like how they're playing this, if that makes sense. So I can also do one thing here. I can probably hit this guy and take him down a notch, which would be good. And I think I just stick to the USA. I think just going for them is probably the plan. I got hit by another bomb, but I'm not that worried just yet. So yeah, look at this. They're even over here. I'm just thinking like, what is this? So USA has port there. I need to actually take that out probably. Yeah, I think taking out that port is going to be a key thing here, because I think they're probably just trying to get up to another Merv. Like that seems like what their plan is. And I'm gonna just keep on pushing. I'm gonna keep up with the defense posts, and I'm gonna hit their port again, because I don't want that to have any basically options. Like I don't want them to basically get any benefit from that. And I'm gonna keep on hitting like cities and stuff, and I'm just gonna keep on pushing them. Like I think that's my plan. I think I defense post push them and see what I can get. It's kind of a crazy war of attrition right here, with just how everything's shaping up. I'm gonna see if there's like some like coastline that maybe I can attack that'll be a little bit better. Like I think going in here could be a good plan. And right, so that's good. And I'm getting a little bit more there. The USA, I think they might be cracking. I think they might be cracking under the pressure. I don't think they have a good defense post strategy, and I think that was the issue. I think they probably had the game, but yeah, damn. Open front is fucking crazy, man. Jesus, can you, like, look at this shit, bro? This is an absolute freaking disaster zone. So I think I just keep on trying to take out their infrastructure, right? So I'm gonna hit this. I don't know if it's totally worth it. Oh, they tried to get up other missile silo. They got it up, and I think they launched it. But I'm just going to keep on pushing on them and just try to get this. I think one of the issues with Anon here is they're trying to go for the irradiated zone, and I don't think that's as good as essentially going for, for just going for the other player, because I just know that the irradiated zone, it's really, really tough to retake. And I just think like the basically portion of habitable land is just keeping on going down. So I just need to go after my enemies. And one thing I know with how OpenFront works is that like a lot of these kind of like on this Middle East map, if you go down here on this area, like the coast, you can kind of sweep this, and I might be able to get encirclement potentially. So this is starting to look good. It's kind of a big battle of attrition. Just thinking, does the USA have any other? They still have missile silo. I'm gonna keep on bombing those just because I want to try to take out whatever I can that they have. So I'm gonna bomb there, hit there, that makes sense. And right, USA is capturing trade ships. I guess they have, yeah, that's actually a good strategy. That might be one of the reasons why they're not out of the game. I'm just thinking, do they have a port? They do have a port, and I'm gonna actually try to take that. I'm gonna try to take out their port just so they can't get trade. This is the kind of nuances of like, I think how OpenFront will advance in terms of gameplay. And I think we've got them. I think we have it. I think Anon here, I can't tell if it's a player, right? So man, that is a freaking insane game. Geez, if only I took out the missile silo just a little bit sooner. I still think it's really tough though, just to think about like, what do you do in these positions? Like, because they'll just keep rebuilding it, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? Constantly look at where it is and what I do. So I think USA is pretty much done. I'm gonna clean up this. I think when people leave, they just kind of disappear. I'm at 78%, so I guess I mean, if given this person basically was my friend, I'd like to keep that if I can, but I don't think there's a way to do it. I don't think I can. I don't think I can spare them. I think I have to betray them. So I'm sorry, dude, but to get the win, I'm going to do this and go in here. Go figure, and that's victory. Well, you got this far. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.